Meet Ivani Monroe from MissFabulous.com. A star in her homeland of Nigeria, designer Deola Sagoe began her design career in 1989 and rapidly gained international attention for her lovely and colorful designs. Deola Sagoe prides herself on her couture creations, which are an experience of East meets West. Deola Sagoe draws her inspiration from traditional Nigerian fabrics and cuts, which she merges with Western aesthetics. This combination results in wearable works of art. In her most recent collection, Deola Sagoe included pieces created with Adire fabric, which is hand-dyed in Nigeria by the Yoruba women. Following in their mother's footsteps, Deola Sagoe's daughters, Tenny, Tiwa, and Aba, have launched their own collection, Clan. Clan focuses on a younger clientele with silhouettes that are glamorous and sexy. While Deola Sagoe's collection is more couture-driven, Clan is aimed at being a more accessible, ready-to-wear line. Presenting the Deola Sagoe and Clan Spring 2015 together at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in New York, both mother and daughter showed how their collections complemented each other. They also introduced Nigerian fashion to a wider audience that is sure to appreciate their beautiful and artistic creativity. Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Spring 2015, and we are with one of the designers of Clan, three sisters, Tenny, Tiwa, and Aba.
Yes.
And you came from a rich family history of design with your mother's designs, which we also saw. How did that influence you getting into design?
Well, we've always been at every one of her shows backstage helping out. So, I guess it was just our dream come true, because we would always be like, oh my God, it's such a big show. It's exciting. And then now we're doing it. So I guess it was something to aspire to.
Did you have a good inspiration for Spring 2015?
Oh, well, our inspiration was spring, Japanese spring. And what we loved was just the bold colors. And, at nighttime when you walk down, I haven't been to Japan. I really want to go, but this is from photos.
Right.
I've seen all these beautiful pastel colored leaves on the roads, and it's just beautiful. Took inspiration from that, and that's why we mixed some really bold, dark indigos with some beautiful pastels.
It was a beautiful, beautiful color palette.
Thank you.
Fabrics that were important in this collection?
Silks, mesh, and silks and mesh, I'd say, generally.
And how would you say that you're...
Stretch knit. Sorry.
say that your line differs from your mother's?
Oh, ours is much. We our signature is we love minimalist pieces, and so everything we do is quite minimal. Also, I guess our things are just not as high fashion as hers are. They're more ready to wear, and it's easier to just pick them off the racks.
Well, congratulations on a beautiful, sexy, and sophisticated line.
Thank you. I'd also just like to say, coming here, it was just such a great opportunity, and we've made so many friends here, and we love it here. I just like to say a huge thank you to Access Bank, because they facilitated the whole thing, and it's just been amazing, honestly. The response, the people, and just everything. We love New York. We do.
Well, now that we've seen you here, let's hope that we can keep seeing you here.
I hope so too.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was lovely speaking to you.
Okay. Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, and we are with Deola Sagoe, and she is from Nigeria.
Yes.
A long history of fashion design.
Yes.
How exciting to show your collection at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in tandem with your daughter's collection as well.
Yes, I really am very blessed, and I'm very happy that the show went very well. I'm happy at the reception. I'm happy that people have received this very warmly and that they love the collections. I'm really glad to be here.
It's beautiful collection.
Thank you so much.
As example by what you're wearing as well. What was your inspiration for this collection?
Okay, I'll tell you. My inspiration is insects, and this came from my daughter's painting. My youngest daughter is quite an artist, and she did this whole thing about insects, and she introduced me to the works of people like Christopher Marley, artists like that, and I found it just so beautiful that those creepy crawlies could be made into such exotic creatures. Immediately I started to think, well, how am I going to wear this? How are other people going to wear this? So then I thought, okay, I'm going to put everything on fabric, and I'm going to put it out there in fashion. And I thought to myself, okay, so how do I make it different? I don't just want to print insects on fabric. So I thought to myself, oh, why don't I just tie-dye them on? Yeah. So this also goes back into my own heritage, our history. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, this craft started in a place in Nigeria called Ogun State, Abeokuta. And I decided then that, okay, then I'm going to try this out. And also, it was going to be very good for me to do this, especially with the women in the village who do this, who practice this craft, and that would empower them. So I thought to myself, well, it's a win-win thing. And it's also green, because most of the dyes that are used, of course, are the indigo dyes, and indigo is blue. So if you look at the collection, you see that there's this blue theme that keeps running through the whole collection, and then there is this mix of spring colors and stuff, just to make it relevant to spring summer as well. So with everything behind me, I now needed finances. So I called on to Access Bank, and everything came together, basically. So Access Bank sponsored myself and planned to come to this show.
Well, that's excellent. We're very glad they did, because I'm glad to see you at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, a beautiful collection. What would you say the important fabrics are in your collection?
Okay, the most important fabrics in this collection are the silks. And also, if you noticed a couple of dresses, white dresses,
yes,
they also had these the pretty butterflies on in different colors. Now, those butterflies in different colors are all made from hand-woven Nigerian fabric.
Wow.
Yeah, and these fabrics date back to the 11th century. So everything that goes into this clothing must have Africa in them somehow, somewhere, because that's my signature. And I intend to keep stamping it through all my collection and making it relevant to today and to the rest of the world.
Well, I think your clothing is definitely relevant to today and globally. So I'm very happy to see it. Congratulations on an excellent collection, and I'm hoping to see a lot more from you.
Thank you so much.